He tripped it! Oh my gosh! Okay, so the biggest mistake we found that the defense had was the second goal that Ronaldo scored. It started with, there was all three of the fullback, the two center backs were right there. There was two Portuguese players right here, and then one, and then this was Spain's wingback, and this was Ronaldo. The problem with this was that when this fullback saw these two here, he believed that Spain's player would drop here, and he could go and mark here safely. What they did instead was they would all stay on one side. They didn't shift after the ball got moved. So he went over here, and Ronaldo just had a clear shot through the middle. And so that's a very big problem in communication. And one drill that we had for this was, it's very simple. It's 4 lanes. You have a player in each. And so coach would play a ball into a lane. Say it was this lane. This player would step up. This player would shift in a little bit. This player would shift in a little bit. And this player would shift in. That way they don't have any holes to attack on the defense.
The other team is attacking there, and then this player commits in there to try to stop that. And these players have to move. This guy right here should be yelling to let him know what's going on. This guy should be screaming. That way this guy can hear and see what's going on. This guy right here just needs to talk to this player right here. You understand? So you guys have to communicate. I mean, literally, you have to be loud. You need to like really open up. And the goalie especially, the goalie needs to manage this somehow and let you know where to go and all that kind of stuff. So you guys, Jason's complaint is absolutely right. Lack of communication in the back can get you in trouble just because you don't know where you're standing, especially when they play the long balls. Hello again.
Settling this before we go to penalties.
Yes! Yeah! Pull the ball!
One thing, like the 3 midfielders, and then this is William. This is William for Portugal. When the goalkeeper played it all the way to William, it was these Iniesta, Busquets, and Silva all pressured, and they got the ball from that goal kick, and that's like pressure from Spain. And then also like knowing where the other players are is crucial in midfield. So we knew that they were trained that really well because they're always checking their shoulder, knowing who is behind them. When Ronaldo had the ball, it was on like it could either be on the free kick or the second goal, where there was the 2 center defenders. One like either the center defender needs to drop back more to help the defense when they only have 2 on this. Like Jason said, that plays going over there and getting confused. He also needs to drop back either to help from behind or maybe fill in that spot if he can.
When they have their defense, right, and we put our center forward here, right, we put our attacking midfielders up here, right, the fullbacks move up here, the holding mid, and you have the 2 in the back, right, and we have our wings putting pressure. Now, we're taking a risk, okay, we're taking a risk, and we know that, right, because we're putting a lot of players on top. But that's just part of it. That's what our formation does. We're doing that on purpose. We are overloading all our players. We're bringing these players on top. We got the fullbacks coming inside here instead of staying out wide here, right? They kind of come inside, right? Once they go inside. And the reason why we do that is because we don't want to give in nothing in the middle. We're gonna let the other team have these pockets right here. If they can pop a ball all the way over there successfully and grab it, then you know what, they deserve to get it. That's fine. I can live with that. Right? We want it. As soon as we have all these players putting pressure up high, when we have possession, that even if we lose the ball, for example, we have so many players in very tight spaces that we can pressure quickly and try to get the ball back. Right? That forces those guys to do what? Get the long balls out. And then when they play the long balls to us, we just have to be prepared and just receive the ball and say thank you and then just keep doing it again. You understand? The other team playing football, that's what we want. Continue to build this way. If we can continue to be technical this way, even if we're not successful now, in the long run, when you guys are get older, that's when all this is gonna matter. And what the beauty about it, what we're trying to do here, especially with inverting fullbacks, is that we're trying to get players behind lines, right? So if this is the defensive line of them and these are the midfielders, most likely you are gonna have players behind those lines, attacking those lines. By getting behind the midfielder line, getting in there. So with a false line, plays in between those two lines, right? And then we try to attack those half spaces. So that's why we do this. That's why we invert. And so we can actually pack the middle, surrender the outsides, and then we will have better, positional play when we play on top. And you guys have done a great job. It's coming together. It really is. So good job to the midfielders to pointing that out. So, job well done, guys. Good job, Jemai.
What would I imagine to going forward, but you're saying
was the only error,
that's an expression
made
in
the
last
fly.
moments.
Alright, so one thing that the forwards did very well was they created space with basically who was it? Coke, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got the ball out wide to spread out the half spaces, and then normally they tried to push her there, and then they passed it back to the midfielders, and then they just kept passing it around and spreading them out. And that was one thing that the forwards did well. And then another one was they didn't have the ball and they just dropped it back to try and reset and create more space, but they didn't have it. They were just trying to boot ball since they don't have any big players. And then one bad thing that they did was, that they didn't really use their center forward that much. I mean, it's not really bad. David Costa's a pretty big dude, so if you run into him, he can normally score. And then a good drill for this, to help with what they did bad, was the drill where whoever has the ball is on the outside and the other team's on the inside, and then you have your midfielders, because you might have to kind of pass it out and create space so you can find your set mix.
All right, job well done. Good job. One thing that you guys will understand is that these guys, these professional soccer players, even college, even high school probably too, they watch a lot of film. At the high levels, if you have a game on the weekend, you'll be watching that game on Monday. They don't wait until the next few weeks. If you have a game on Sunday, on Monday you'll be watching the game that you play just to see what happened. What can you do better? So you got for those that have ambitions of playing college and even beyond, you guys will be doing this kind of stuff all the time, talking about it, figuring things out. How can we do things better? So job well done, all of you guys. You guys did a great job.
I think what Dave said is important though. Watching the game and understanding the game is really important. Yeah, I mean, just going out and playing is great, but actually studying the game and understanding what goes on tactically, especially the way we play, becomes really important. So the more you can watch, the more you can learn, the better player you're going to be. As much as the training we're doing, what you can do outside as well is super important.